Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mitchell here. Welcome back to my channel after a week. We are in week 14 of the NFL season already, and I am excited to announce that I am officially at 40 subscribers for my YouTube channel. I'm very proud that my hard work is paying off. I've really grown from just growing my channel and just getting better at what I've been doing and analyzing it. I just love doing it for you guys, love doing it for my future career possibly, and it's very remarkable on how much I've accomplished with it, and we'll continue to accomplish and post some really cool content throughout the way. So yep, I would really appreciate if you guys like this video and subscribe. So yep, that option's available. So yep, without any further ado, we will begin. It's like I said early on, I can't believe it's week 14. It's really coming close to the end of the season. It's almost playoffs in the NFL. So yep, the New England Patriots who blew out the Los Angeles Chargers yesterday, 45-0. They will be coming in hot against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm gonna take the Rams, but I think they're only gonna win by a field goal because the Patriots are trying to stay in the playoff hunt. They're the second best team in the playoff hunt as of last night when I watched that Sunday night game. The Green Bay Packers won against the Philadelphia Eagles. They were victorious there. It was that punt return yesterday that kind of kept Philadelphia in the game, but couple plays Aaron Rodgers had to Devontae Adams that pretty much sealed the deal for them, and they got yet another win at home against the Eagles, who they lost to at home last September. It's good that they had revenge. As a Packers fan, I'm very thrilled that they honestly pulled that out against them. It was very impressive and fun to watch a game at Lambeau Field. So I'm going to take the Packers by 10, and the Lions are still desperate to beat the Packers. It's been a few years since they've beaten them. They came back from 20-10 down against the Bears to win 24-20, so that's pretty amazing that they did that. So they're going to definitely come in. They're definitely going to come in wanting eagerness, but the Packers will be too tough for them, especially at the end, I think. Next, we have Tennessee at Jacksonville. Tennessee got upset to the red-hot and rising Cleveland Browns, 41-35. Cannot believe they did it, but their defense was just very inconsistent from the score yesterday, and I think that really led to a loss there. And Jacksonville almost beat Minnesota. It was 33-30. They were very close on beating them. They missed the game-winning field goal to do it. They figured to just go for that 60-yard field goal or whatever it was, but it still went wide left, and the game went into overtime. The Vikings won with 2 minutes left, but they're very desperate, folks, for their second win of the season. And that game really showed they were competitive against the Packers too. When I think they will be against Tennessee, who's playing very, very well so far. Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the Joe Burrow-led Cincinnati Bengals. The Cowboys play tomorrow at Baltimore. It's gonna be the last game of the week that they're making up. So that we'll have to see if they do upset Baltimore, which I do not think is gonna happen. But this game would decide whether they're still in the playoff race in the very tight NFC East or not. So I'm gonna take Dallas because the Bengals are struggling way too much without Burrow, and it's sensational season. It's coming to an end too early for them to win this one. Next, we have Arizona at New York. The New York Giants. I'm gonna take the Cardinals there to pull it out, but I'm not gonna be surprised if the Giants keep it close. So they had a miraculous upset in Seattle yesterday, and after starting out 0-4 or 0-5, they ended up beating the Seahawks, and now they're in first place in the NFC East from that win. So that's pretty remarkable. They're a Cinderella story of the league lately in the NFL. So we'll really see what happens there. That's going to be one of the interesting games of the week. But I'm still going to take the Cardinals because they're going to be very tough with Kyler Murray and company to finally pull it out after losing this week. Next, we have the Houston Texans at Chicago Bears. Going to take Houston. It's going to be fairly close, and the Bears are desperate, but they're still struggling too much with Mitch Trubisky and company to win this one. The 20-10 drought that they ended up losing, like I mentioned earlier, they're just struggling more and more every single week. So going to take Houston to get this one and kind of improve from here at the end of the season. Next, we have Denver, who nearly beat Kansas City last night. It was very, very close. Kansas City came with it, but it was actually very close, and it was nice just to take all the close football we can get. That's why I figured just to keep it on, because it was actually a very close game after all that. And Carolina with Teddy Bridgewater and company, I think they're very much going to prevail at Bank of America Stadium to win this one, to kind of stay in the playoff hunt for the wild card if they're even in that. Next, we had the Vikings, who barely beat Jacksonville. Talked about that earlier, so we'll skip that. against Brady and the Buccaneers, who are on bye week this week. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers because the Vikings struggled way too much against the 1-11 Jacksonville team to beat the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers are still trying to play for the 3 or 4 seed in the playoffs for sure. Next we have Kansas City at Miami. I think I'm gonna take Kansas City, but Miami is definitely gonna keep it close. I think I heard rumors that Tua is gonna start, so this is a big matchup for him to play Mahomes and company because they really keep in it, but not gonna be enough to pull out Kansas City in my opinion. Next, we have Indianapolis against the Raiders from Las Vegas. I'm gonna take the Colts here. I don't think Las Vegas will quite have enough to pull it out against the Indianapolis Colts team that they did end up losing yesterday. But I think they're gonna learn a lot from it, and think they're gonna pull this big game out. It's one of their bigger games of the year for sure. Next, we had the Jets against Seattle. I'm gonna take Seattle here after getting upset to the Giants. They're truly gonna want to play the best football they can, especially against the winless Jets team. So I'm gonna take them to win by 20. The spread's 13.5 there. We have Atlanta at LA. I'm gonna take Atlanta to get this one done because the Chargers got embarrassed to the Patriots yesterday. I think they're gonna be struggling more and more. So Atlanta's gonna get this one and kind of improve from there. Next we have New Orleans at the Eagles. That's probably the national game of the week, and the Packers is the second national one. But I think this is gonna be a very good one from both the teams. And if Jalen Hurts plays for the Eagles, that's how they'll really stay in it, folks. But the Saints are gonna win by 10, I think, because I think they're far better than the Eagles. They're performing even well without Drew Brees. They're very hot as the season's very, very, very late, and they're trying to fight for that number 1 seed. Next, we had the Washington football team at the 49ers. There's no point spread to that one yet, but I'm gonna take the 49ers. The Steelers at Bills, which is going to be a phenomenal Sunday night game. I'm gonna take the Bills as a big upset pick because Pittsburgh has kind of had too easy of a schedule, and this is one of their biggest games of the year here. And I think Buffalo with Josh Allen and company, they definitely kind of pulled it out on that Arizona game a few weeks ago. But this is definitely gonna be one of their biggest upsets of the entire year, and maybe clinching a playoff spot in the AFC East for the first time in a long time if they get this one done. And I can absolutely see it happening at home against the Steelers, and they're very desperate to pull out a big win like that, and on national TV as well. So I'll have them pull it out there. And we had the Baltimore Ravens at Cleveland Browns, which is also no point spread for that game next Monday. And just nice to get this video done for the week. I'm gonna take Baltimore, but I'm not gonna be surprised with the Browns upsetting Tennessee and Nashville yesterday. They keep it close. I'm gonna take, for my own point spread, I'm gonna take the Ravens by 7 over just 10. So I think the Ravens will win by only a touchdown. So we'll take the Ravens to cover the spread if it's 6.5, let's say. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your Monday, and see you all on my next video.